Probably about 30,000.
More like 35. Couldn't be the airlines down this area. I don't think they could see us even if they were looking for us.
No, I suppose not.
You're wasting your time. They didn't see us.
Bloody pilot. All them flares do is make a lousy stink. Might as well quit using them.
Then there'll be nothing. Nobody could find us.
That's right, Standish. Nobody will.
It's time we try to march out of here.
Oh?
Well, you've heard the others. You know what they're thinking. It's 5 days, we've had 2 sandstorms. We're not sure they're even looking for us anymore.
They're looking.
Nevertheless, if we're 100 miles off course.
Which way were you thinking of marching, Captain?
What is our nearest water point? You said you could show me on your charts.
Well, yes, I can do that. Tell me, though, how many were you thinking of taking with you?
Well, apart from Sergeant Watson, I don't know yet.
Well, perhaps now's the time to find out.
Yes, perhaps it is.
He can't walk out of here.
Oh, of course he can't, but... Well, I suppose he's entitled to try.
Well, he's not entitled to kill himself.
Oh, don't worry, Frank. I don't think he's anything like aware of the problems involved. I'll get the maps.
Gentlemen, I made a decision, and I'd like you all to hear about it. I intend marching out of here. The plan is to travel at night when it's cool, and then rest as best we can during the day. We leave at sundown this evening. Sergeant Watson, would you come here, please? I'll take Sergeant Watson and anybody else who wants to come with me. If there's any volunteers, give me your names, and we'll start making the necessary preparations.
Captain Harris, you wanted to know our position. If you'd like to come over here, I'll show you. Now, gentlemen, we're in the middle of this circle, which runs through the 3 nearest water points. That's Marada in the north, Tazerbo in the east, and Namos in the south. Marada is 106, say, London to Birmingham. Except that Marada's not a city, it's just a flea-bitten water hole with some borax quarries, an oil well, and a few lousy palm trees.
Well, that's our objective, then, Marada.
Say, Captain, you've done much marching in desert terrain?
On exercises and that sort of thing, yeah.
How far?
10 or 15 miles, full equipment, of course.
Plenty of water, I suppose.
Sufficient.
Look, I don't know what your practical navigation's like. Mine's not bad. But I wouldn't march 10 paces from here. In the daytime, it's hitting 120 in the shade. And out there, there is no shade. If you could take as much as 4 pints a day with you, you'd still be sweating 10.
We intend marching by night.
Fine, well, precisely in what direction?
There are compasses, you know.
That's fine. That's just fine. Someday I'll have you tell me just what your compass was reading as you passed the Jebel Al Rouge Mountains. They're mostly magnetic rock, and that sort of makes nonsense out of the compass to start out with.
One can navigate by the stars.
But if you marched 106 miles by the stars, and your calculations were just 1% out, you could pass the Eiffel Tower in daylight and never even see it. I mean, look where Marada is. Just look, there's absolutely nothing. Nothing. If you miss this glorious little bunch of trees, there's nothing between you and the coast. And that's 500 miles.
Well, nobody's suggesting that it was easy, Mr. Moran.
Tell me this, Captain. Are you right-handed?
Yes, as a matter of fact, why?
Well, that means that your right leg is more developed than the other one and takes a longer step. So if you have an unreliable compass, it means that you just go around in a left-handed circle like that. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing.
You're right, Mr. Towns. But you're talking about right-handed civilians. You must know that at an officer's training corps, we military men are taught to march with absolute precision. I might even send Sergeant Watson on here ahead. As it happens, he's left-handed. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Come along, Sergeant.
There's nothing you can do, Frank. He goes by the book, and you can't rewrite it for him.
No.
Gentlemen, I've been examining this aeroplane.
You have?
Yes. We have everything here that we need to build a new one and fly it out. Now, if you would like to have a look at my calculations, I don't know whether you can read my handwriting.
Are you trying to be funny?
What did you say?
I said, are you trying to be funny?
That is precisely the reaction I would have expected from a man of your obvious limitations.
What's happening to everybody?